Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to my channel, Sarah Angel Tarot. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I said it could be good energies, hopefully positive energies, but if we don't get, that type of energy, we work through it, Let's see what's going on for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Those belong to the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. And this will not resonate with every Sagittarius, okay? Let's see what's going on. The Hangman. Stagnation, okay? It's all about suffering and waiting things to change. You feel like life is so slow and it's like everything's going, life for everybody else seems to be going forward, that you're dealing with, but you just feel like you're waiting around. The Hangman, the Hang One, whatever you want to call it. Past, trying to regain balance with Temperance. Remember, I do clarify these cards so it can change up the story, quite drastically sometimes, or just totally, completely change the story. Also, I'll be giving you that mini pick a card love reading. Your obstacle in life is money. Maybe that's what you're waiting on is money. Maybe you're trying to go back to work. Society today, I'm picking up a lot of these energies. You see me shuffle the cards. I read them in front of you. But the Ten of Pentacles is the obstacle, trying to go towards your overall wealth, trying to save money, trying to go into retirement eventually, trying to save up for the best days of your life, Current environment, universe in reverse. You feel like, like I said, something's holding you back, like you got to maybe start all over again with the universe. It's also dealing with karmic situations. We'll clarify because it'll tell us what it is, hopefully. What is coming towards you? The Mother of Swords. Mother of Swords can be a Libra type energy, but it doesn't have to be, especially when we're reading for the masses, okay? The general population here. The Mother of Swords can be a little bit older, but their words are kind of sharp and to the point. We'll figure out what he or she is up to, because it can be male or female too. In the end, you get your Seven of Cups. You're going to get a lot of options and offers and situations you can choose from, but they may confuse you a little, or make you undecided where you should go with the Seven of Cups. You see the giraffe with its head in the clouds, not knowing what to choose from. It can't see as clearly as it should. And also it's saying be careful which you choose. Make sure it's the right one, because you may feel like you get all these offers and options. In the end, you may not like any of them at first, and you may be undecided. But we'll find out. We'll find out. I'm going to clarify with the 8th House Tarot. This is the Naked Heart, the original deck. But let's find out what the clarifiers say. Got, something off balance, off kilter. And in the past, you tried to regain balance, So I need 2 cards for that to tell us more about what you were trying to balance out, what you were trying to weigh out the scales of what to do. 2 cards for Sagittarius, please. Ace of Air, trying to start a new beginning. And the Hang One again, the Hangman. You want to start something new. You're trying to remain balanced. You're trying to regain finances. You want to keep your finances going. But it's like you're waiting. And it could be society giving you the thumbs up to go and do what you need to do, in life. That's what a lot of it is. You are going to be getting a lot of options at the end. We'll find out what they are in a minute. But the obstacle is the Ten of Pentacles. Let's see what else is your obstacle. It may tell us more of what you need to do. And you can turn around these obstacles. The reason why these cards show you this is what you need to work towards, okay? So the 10 of Pentacles. I need 2 cards, please, for Sagittarius. Like I said, I'll give you a love reading at the end, too. 7 of... You feel like people are lying to you, doing things behind your back, or just being underhanded. Queen of Earth. And that could be, again, it could be about stability, Queen of Earth. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign or earth, like watery sign. But I feel like you're trying to regain balance yourself, even though you are a fire sign. And you feel like whatever is taxing your money, your wealth, your stability. And you know it, it's not something you don't know. It's not something that is hidden, you're like, this is what's costing me, and I know it. and now you're trying to figure out what to do about it. You may have to start over with the universe. It also could be that you're just dealing with karmic cycles, and not just a personal thing. It could be life cycle for a lot of people. So the universe in reverse, and it could be that the world is just maybe less turned around. So the universe in reverse. I need 2 cards, please, currently for Sagittarius. Five of Fire. There's not a lot of competition out there, a lot of things you can work towards. Ace of Earth, but you will continue to start something new. Okay, you're going to have to start over with something. You know you are. And it's a good thing when you get the Ace of Earth. Okay, whatever you're going to start will last a while. Okay, it'll last a long time. Earth type energy. But the key is to do something. When I see this Five of Fire, they say it's strife, but it's also competition. Do something that not everybody else is doing. Look for something that people are not willing to do or they don't know about. So Five of Fire is about going into something new, something stable that will last a while that not everybody is doing. And that is the key. It'll be different for everybody. It depends on where you are at in the world. It really does. But look for something not everybody else is doing or willing to do in some way. So the Mother of Swords is coming towards you. The Mother of Swords, like I said, it could be a Libra type energy, but it could be any type of air energy, really. Can be male or female, like I said. Someone is going to be like kind of sharp with their words. Their words, you know, they cut, you know. So the Mother of Swords in reverse. I need 2 cards, please, for Sagittarius. Ace of Fire. This person may light a fire under you to get going. They're going to say you got to get going. And I think they're going to give you a little tough love. I don't think they're evil, okay? Don't think they're, just because you see a card in reverse is evil, okay? You may think that they're being mean, but it shows here they're trying to give you some tough love. They're trying to spark your interest again so your fortune can turn around. This person will actually help you by telling you what they think. You may think they're kind of a jerk, but when it comes down to it, they're actually trying to help you a little. Please do not leave in the comments rude comments about this. I'm just reading the cards. You see me shuffle them. This person's going to come off pretty, you're going to think they're rude, okay? But they're telling you, they're trying to get you to start something new passionately so you can turn your fortune around. You're going to have all these options and offers by the end of the month, especially after I tell you this with the Ace of Earth, to start looking for something that a lot of people aren't willing to do or don't know about. So, and you will have success in that. It'll last a while. But you're going to be wondering what to do next. That's what it is. And then you will eventually find it. But currently, you're going to be like, what to choose from? What should I do? So the Seven of Cups, we need to know more for Sagittarius. What do they need to do? What is attached to the Seven of Cups? What can help them? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, the very end. Four of Water in reverse, not accepting anything that's not good first. With all the options and offers you're going to get or go for, don't choose one that's not 100% for you, and pick something that will not be completely boring, you know, because, yeah, something that will help you overcome sorrow and heartache in your life. You want to pick the thing that will last a while. There's not a lot of competition, that's not boring, and that will not cause you heartbreak. In the end, yeah, you may try to resurrect a situation. That's the ending cards in reverse. You may resurrect a situation that died off for you, you know, that you thought was over. You may resurrect your life. You may resurrect your finances. You may resurrect just a new beginning for yourself. It's all about transformation. Okay, let me do the mini card reading. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. This thing moving again. My camera keeps on moving around. It's loose. The thing that's holding it is loose. So I need 3 cards for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. But I need 3 cards for love for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Pick a card, love reading. We need 3 cards for them to choose from that they will pick, what they're drawn to for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, like I said. Pick a card. I like to throw in, usually, a tarot card in these readings. I know I use a lot of oracle cards, but you got to throw in, at least oftentimes, to get a really clear thing or situation of what needs to happen or what will happen. Those Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, considering love, from the Morgan Greer deck. We need 3 cards for love for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. 3 cards, please. Now, yes, I shuffle these prior and meditate on these cards for each and every sign before I even start the video to get in the groove, to get into the vibe, you know. 3 cards from the Moonology cards. They tell us a lot more. For Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. New energies. What do they need to know about love for the pick a card reading? And we'll pull a twin flame. If you're dealing with a twin flame, this may relate for those, that belong under the zodiac sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you don't have a twin flame situation, don't even worry about this card, okay? But this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising concerning love about their twin flame. What does their twin flame feel about them? So you pick this section, okay? Remember, I bring them all together at the end anyway for secondary energies. Recovery. A lot of you are needing to recover from something. Maybe that's what the hangman is about, because I oftentimes refer back to this one with the love reading also. But you need to recover from something. Maybe that's what you're waiting on. Has to do with finances. You're waiting for a little give and take, and maybe from somebody, in the love world. But maybe you're not even focused on love for a lot of you. You're trying to deal with your finances, but you also need to recover from your finances before you can really deal with love. But you also need to release negativity. Some of you are feeling real negative and not really loving right now. Not really, I shouldn't say loving, but Scorpio energy. So let this energy pass, recover, and then love will come in and release anything that is holding you back from new love. You may be trying to take in or take with you old love cycles. That could hurt a new love cycle. That's the universe also dealing with karmic situations that have to do with love. Release the old stuff that are holding you back from love, okay? Now, if you're dealing with a twin flame, this is what they're thinking or feeling towards you, or if you will be dealing with them in the future, this is what they'll think of you. You are special to me, even though they told you otherwise, okay? So it's up to you how you want to take that, but you may not accept that. You may, if they told you something like that, I don't know if I would want to deal with them, to be honest with you. You pick this section in the near future, you may be dealing with a new love situation. Remember, I'm going to bring these all together and it's starting to make sense to me already. The world. Ending one karmic cycle, that universe, that's the world card also, and starting a whole new situation where you're supposed to be at in life, okay? Bring love into the situation very soon. Love will come in. And the reason why your twin flame or what they're thinking or the one or someone you had dealt with in the past, we have more, a lot of times have more than one twin flame. People say no. I call them soulmates, many soulmates. Everybody argues about this, but it don't matter. They say they're really bad at commitment, okay? I don't think this person's going to be bad at commitment. I think it's just who your twin flame is, or maybe it is. But you will be starting a new cycle in love, and love will come in, okay? Even though someone is saying they're bad at commitment, okay? It says here to wait on a situation because you're going to be receiving a message. To wait on this message, the Page of Pentacles. You may be dealing with the Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. We saw a lot of Earth energy there, but you will be receiving messages. So wait on this messages, and remember to remain confident. Love is coming in. Confidence is the key to success in any love situation or any situation at all. So you got to bring that confidence up. If you have to meditate on it to bring that up, do so, okay? You're going to get a message, and confidence is the key to win over a love situation or to get love. I got this for somebody else. Now, I do shuffle these prior. You see me shuffle in front of you. So I got this for another side. I don't remember which one. I do not take the last reading with me. I release that energy. I don't want to bring it into this. But it's saying they got caught up in the moment. If you're wondering what your twin flame is thinking, they got caught up in the moment. Maybe they did or said something they shouldn't have. Maybe, because I'm bringing these all together now, they told you that you weren't special to them, but you are. So they got caught up in the moment. Maybe they got aggravated. Maybe they were, speaking out of their head, and they're really bad at commitment. So maybe they got a little scared off, or they're just, whatever the reason, people don't say they don't like to commit. But it's time for you to recover your finances, and you got to let go of negativity for a new love cycle to come in, because it is trying to come in with the World card. And it's going to happen in the near future if you release those negative energies that did not work out for you. A new love situation is coming in, even though someone was bad at commitment, even though they got caught up in the moment, even though they told you all kind of BS, okay? They like you, but they're just not thinking of you 100%. You are going to get a message of stability, of a message that will help you in finances, or you'll be dealing with an earth sign. They will be messaging you. So wait on that. And remember to be confident. This person will want a confident person in their life. They want to talk to someone with a lot of confidence. So if you're confident, this person, you'll really wow them. Okay? So this is your energy that I'm picking up. I will be giving another reading. Like I said, I tried to give that last reading. All it told me was that you were bored, didn't like what was offered to you. You had people around you that maybe you just weren't into, or were aggravating you. But it wasn't telling me much more. With here, it tells me that you will get a new start and a new beginning in something. And I told you how to know which to choose from, how to choose from each situation. And I do feel like someone's going to put a spark to you. They're going to give you some tough love and tell you the way it is. They're going to say, well, you got to do this to get that. And they're going to give you good advice, though, even though you feel like they're going to be rude. And because you're going to need to push forward again to get out of your situation, whatever you're in, whatever is happening with your finances. You will get a new beginning that'll last a while if you go for something not everybody else is doing. That's all I know on this. It'll be different for everybody. I'm reading for a lot of Sagittarius people. Shake things up a little. Do something a little different. Something maybe even unusual. I know you're going to be confused about it for a few days there, or even a couple of weeks. But keep on thinking about it. It'll come to you, and ask yourself those questions. Will it bring me a little bit of excitement and more something I'm more desiring, and that it won't hurt you or break your heart or cause sorrow in your life? That's the key, okay? I'm going to talk to you later. I'm going to upload this soon. Bye.